Well, I am making this video because the number one viewed video that I currently have on YouTube is my dumb strategy for trading gold using Lux Algo. And since the time that I've made that video, Lux has made updates. I've changed a little bit of the way that I trade here and there. And I recognize that a lot of people are still wanting to know how to scalp gold. And so this video is to replace the old one. And I'm going to be showing you some of the little things that I've adapted and make this work for you. So let's scroll back. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so that's just a really sucky area. So that's a good place to start. So some of the updates that I've been making. Let's start with Lux. Lux doesn't work the same way as it did when I made the first video. You see, Lux has a new version from that time, and it is fantastic because the settings, if you remember in my old strategy, my settings weren't really, like, I wasn't paying attention to the confirmations very much, so it wasn't really an integral part of my trading. It was nice to see some of the confirmations to help me stay out of some trades, but I'm actually using the confirmations as a confirmation to get into a trade now. And so we're gonna deal with that. And also the settings are much better. See, before it was like you could make adjustments, but they weren't very granular. They compensated for the lack of granular by having 3 different ways of adjusting the sensitivity, agility, and so on. But now it's way, way better. So we're going to be dealing with how to get the settings right, which is going to be similar to what some of my other videos talking about it is, but we're going to be putting it on the gold 1-minute chart. And some people might go like, what are you doing trading the 1 minute? Well, if you go to my website, it'll talk about why I choose to trade the 1 minute. I know that it's not for everybody, and I don't recommend that anybody just jump into that. That is a beast. And there are people that are doing very well with it. I get it. But you want to be familiar with it with a demo account before you just start going crazy. So this is January 28th. This worst day. I don't trade on Fridays because Friday was the 28th, right? Yeah, Friday was the 28th. So I'm not a fan, but I said I was going to do it, and that's random enough. So here we go. Okay, so let's get the replay going. Start here. Now, what is my trading strategy? Number 1, I need to have 3 confirmations in place, lined up, to be able to take a trade. If I don't have 3 out of all of the confirmations that I could draw from, if I don't have 3 of them, I am not taking the trade. And one of them must be strength on the histogram, okay? So let's just check it out. Here we have a crossing of the EMA. Whenever the crossing occurs on the EMA, I'm determining, what am I doing? What am I doing? Now, in this case here, this crossing is going up. We are in a bullish cloud, but we've got a confirmation from Lux saying strong sell. So that's one against me. I don't have strength. My histogram is saying no strength in the bulls or bears. So this is not a trade. Also my oscillator, so I don't have any confirmation really other than the DD index that I'm going up and the crossing. That's it. So that's not enough. I need 3. Next. Got a crossing now of the leading edge of indicator. Leading edge, we've got a strong confirmation that went, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to do the settings for Lux. So let's get these settings for Lux. It's 12:21 at the moment. I think that's actually what I like to use. What's going to happen? 12:26, I always start off at that, and I bring down the sensitivity first. Okay, looks good. Not too much noise. Okay, so 11. Now I bring down the agility, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push these confirmations a little bit closer to the highs and lows. 11:22. So far, so good. There's some ranging going on, and so there's some noisy confirmations, but that's to be expected whenever it ranges. Oh, wait a minute. I think I went back to, yeah, so 11:22. So once I go to 23, then I get kind of weird confirmations again. So 11:22. There you go. Now let's look at this. So 11:22, yeah, my strong confirmation just turned into a regular. We are in an uptrend at the moment, and I'm okay with going ahead and entering. Wait! Oh, look at that. I see a consolidation. So now we take a look at this consolidation and we say how much room is in this consolidation. Because if it goes from the middle to the top and it's less than double the current ATR, which it is not, means that we can go ahead. So this is a consolidation, but we've got enough room that we can go ahead and we can trade. Because I want to see that the halfway point of this range is going to be at least double my ATR, so that if I do take a trade, the chances of me losing go way down. So we're going to go ahead and say, even though there is this consolidation box, we can take a trade. Why? Because that strong confirmation went weak, so that's one indication. We've got strength now in the histogram, so that's two. And then the third one is DD. It's actually saying, yep, we've got a strong upward trend here. It's only a matter of time before we actually see the confirmation. Also, the bears on the DD index indicator is showing a decline. And then if we wanted to add the oscillator in there, it's not actually flipped colors yet, but it is starting to pinch off. So we're good. We've got the volatility as well. So we're just going to go ahead and try out a trade. Now, how do we enter our trades? If you recall, check out some of my other videos. We need to set our stop loss to 1.5 times the ATR. So ATR right now is 685. So 685 times 1.5, we're looking at 343 plus the 685. 343 plus the 685. That puts us at 827. On the plus side, and then we have to add our spread. And my spread on this is usually about 25 cents. So that adds another 25 to the 82. That brings us up to 1,007. Okay, there we go. That's the top side. And then we're going to, because it's a 1 minute, we're only looking for a 1.33 return on this one. Let's just get rid of the dashboard. It is in the way. All right, here we go. So we're into it. A little bit of drawdown there. I see now the oscillator is flipped, and so I'm encouraged by that. And there's a strong confirmation now from Lux. We dropped down below the EMA, but we are not worried too much about it because we don't have the confirmation that it's a down. So we're now kind of ranging a little bit. Now at this point, because of this ranging that's occurring, I'm tempted to just put my stop loss at break even. That way I don't lose too much, but there we go. Take profit one. And now we're starting to come back down. I think that would probably take out my stop loss. Just to see here, 1077. No, we're still in this trade. And my trailing stop is going to kick in here somewhere probably. Yeah, in that area. Yeah, my trailing stop would have definitely caught in that area there. So we can call that a win. And now what we're looking for is, okay, so this is a sell confirmation, right? we've got everything we need. Strength is in the bears. We've got the oscillators flipped and everything. However, this is the first time that it is going against the cloud. So this is a rule that I have. You don't have to follow this rule. I've seen opportunities that I've lost following this rule. But more often than not, I lose if I go ahead and disobey this rule. My rule is that the first confirmation that I have going against the cloud, I do not take it. I wait for the next one. So there we have it. Now we wait. There is possibly that's the next one, but I don't think so. I would prefer to see it cross back above my EMA. That's why I have that there. So now we're going back up again. Now the cloud is still fairly wide. We do have 3 confirmations because the strong confirmation going down just finished. Now it's coming back up. It's crossed above the EMA. Now we've got a whole brand new low that's been formed. And so I'm not going to fight this, guys. I'm just simply not going to fight it. I need to see confirmation of a different kind. This is the thing, right? You got to kind of, especially scalping, there is an element of playing it by your gut. And I see strength everywhere. No, you know what? I only have 2 confirmations, guys. I only have 2 confirmations. This is a no-go. Automatically. We have strength in the bears. We did lose that confirmation from the strong confirmation from Lux. However, that's the only 2. Because this confirmation, DD, is saying we're going down. And we don't have a flip yet on the oscillator. And the volatility, that's fine the way it is. Okay, so now we just leave it. We wait for the next opportunity, which could be here, because that's another crossing. But I don't have strength in the bears and in the on the strength, so I'm not taking it. Now we've going back up again. This is almost a nice confirmation. Let's just see here. We've got Lux is not in a strong, so that's okay. We do have strength in the bulls, so that's 1. We've got the DD index showing strength in the bulls, loss in the bears, and this bulls line is way up above the center line, so we're good there. And this oscillator is pinched right off. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 confirmations because crossing the strength and the DD. So that's a trade. At least we're going to take it anyway. Yeah. So now we got 603. So that's going to be 902. But we have to add that 27, right? So 902 plus 25, rather. 25, 90. That'd be 115. 2. And on the plus side, we're looking for that 1.3. 1.33. All right, let's go. Strong confirmation from Lux. However, now we're going downwards. We don't have strength in the bears. Oscillator's still good. We did lose everything from the others. So we have 2 confirmations that now are going down. We're waiting for a 3rd. Still got strong. We're back in the positive there. Now we're going down again. We've got 2 confirmations. Loss of the strong from Lux. We do have strength in the bears. And don't have a confirmation from DD. And the oscillator is still good. So that's only 2 confirmations. We're still in. It's another crossing here. No strength. Oh, there it goes back down again. We do have strength in the bears, but the oscillator's not there, and DD's saying no, so that's only 1 confirmation to go down. And I'm thinking that might have taken profit. That's iffy because we just don't know for sure. Now we've got strength. Oscillators flipped, So either way, we're closing this trade at this point because we've got 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 confirmations saying it's a down. So we're going to close this trade and we're going to reverse it. Because that's what we do when we scalp. We're like, hey, it's going the other way. Let's take advantage of that. So now we've got 491 as the as that. So we got to go 245, adding that to 491. 245, the 522, something like that. No, 2, 5, 2, 6, 7, 23. And then on the top side, we've got the 1.33 ratio that we're looking for. 1.34, close enough. And we go forward. Oh, got stopped out on that one. Oh, yeah, no, we wouldn't actually be taking that trade because it's against the cloud. So my apologies. I've now rectified that. This would be, now here's the question. Did we get stopped out? 11. No, we would actually still be in, well, except no, those confirmations say down, so that's an exit. And now we're going back up. We've got 1 from Lux, which is saying strong. We've got strength in the bulls, and we've got DD saying go to go. Oscillator's pinching off. So we can go ahead and take this trade. We're going up. Cloud is on our side. Yep. 498. So that's basically 500. That'd be 750 plus the 25-cent spread, which would be automatically 1,000. We're just going to add the 2. And then here, it's going to be 1332. Alright, see where we go. We're still in this trend here going up. We have not hit our stop loss. We do have strength in the bears, but we're in that signal. So it's only 1 confirmation saying down. Now we have 2 confirmations saying that we're going down. 3. We have 3 confirmations saying we're going down. So we're taking it out and we're trying again the other way because that confirmation's out. 523. So that'd be 750 plus 750 plus 23 plus 12. 750 plus 23 would be 773 plus 12 would be 785. 785 plus our spread would be 78 plus 25. 78 plus 25. That is 103. On the plus side, we've got a 1.33. What the heck? Oh, I see what I did. Went the wrong way. 1.33, somewhere in there. And away we go. And we're in. We're still in. We've got a little bit of drawback, but we don't have confirmation going up. There's take profit. And it looks like during that time, I can't tell whether or not, it's tough to see because it's a 1 minute. So we may have gone down and then gone up to hit that. Let's just replay it because sometimes you can tell in the way that it replays what happened first. Did it go down all the way first? Yes, it did. But it is not at the point where it went all the way back up and hit a trailing stop. So we're good to go. We're still in. Still in. This is a pullback. We're still in. No confirmation saying we're going up. Wait, got strength now in the bulls. We've got DD index saying, yep, we're going up. And the oscillator just flipped. So that's our exit point. We would have been a nice early exit on that with a good one. So now let's do some calculation here because I do believe that that's a pretty good period of time. Yeah, you want this an hour and 53 minutes. I usually only scalp for a couple hours. So let's do some calculations here and see what kind of profit we have. On the 291, now obviously I've got it extended all the way to the top. Now remember, my trailing stop is equivalent of the stop loss, original stop loss, ATR times 1.5. So I just take off that first unit, so it's 191, 1.91 risk to reward. That reward is there. Plus I've got the rest of it, the TP1. So TP1 equals, because we're going 1.33, that is 2% on the first trade. TP2 equals, whoopsies, because it's 1.91. That's a 2.57. Let's say 2.5. Just because spread, stuff like that usually has an effect. So that's the first trade there. We're up 4.5%. Next one, we only have a fraction of this trade coming through. And so that is an early exit on that one because we're not sure that we actually got to that 1.3. We might have on the take profit one, but we're going to play it safe and say we didn't. So that is a 0.6. So what we do is that we take the actual amount that we got profit on, so 609, we divide that against 1529. That gives us our ratio, and we multiply that by our risk of 3%. So that's a 1.19% trade. Next one here, we have a loss, but it's an early exit on this one. So this is, we take the number that we're down, 221, divided by 1002. That's our ratio. We multiply that by the 3% risk. So that is a 0.66% loss. And then lastly, we've got the early exit here at a 2.09 risk to reward ratio. So we got the take profit one at the 2% that we normally do. And then the second one being 2.09 times the 1.5% risk. That's a 3.35. So I'm just going to go 3.13. I'm just going to go with 3.1. So now in total, we've got a 4.5% trade. We've got a 1.19% trade. We've got a 0.66% loss. Let me just grab this. Profit. There's loss. So profit. Loss on this one. What did I say? 0.66. And then we've got a 5.1% win over there. So in total, because I only ever trade with just my starting balance, I don't try to do the compound thing when you're scalping. It's just too much math to work on at the same time. You can get EAs that help you out with figuring out exactly what your risk is and it executes and all that stuff. I'm not currently using one right now. I should, but guys, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy guy. So in total here, we've got 4.5% plus 1.19%, which, you know what, I'm just going to go the 1.1 plus the 5.1 minus the 0.66. So that's a 10% day right out of the gate, and that is blind, guys. I had no idea. 10.04. Yeah, like that's a 10%, call it. So that is it, folks. That's 4 trades, got 10% in a matter of 2 hours of trading on scalping, simply using my dumb trading strategy with gold. And I was even of the mindset for quite some time that scalping gold after Christmas was a bad idea. But you know, this quick back test there, trying to redo the old video, update it, worked out pretty good. And I'm using this strategy with a lot of my scalping. It works as well on the higher time frames, but I'm actually using some different nuances to my higher time frame trading strategy just because I'm noticing I'm getting a better win rate. I'm not always getting a better entry, sometimes not even a better exit, but I'm losing less, which is always making you more money. So yeah, there we go, guys. There's the results from our dumb trading strategy on gold updated. Have a good day.